Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's Game Be the Sexy Ninja and the place to be for our Paper Saber universe, and this is the New World Podcast, brother. And we're talking about Monday Night Raw, June 10th, 2024. Pat and Michael on commentary. We're in Toledo, Ohio. We started off with Drew McIntyre. He has a big main event tonight, but it happens because Damian Priest comes out with Judgment Day. They're going back and forth on the mic. I'm really excited for these two to clash at the castle, man. It's going to be awesome. But I think Damian is getting more of a personality, especially on that mic, getting more comfortable with himself. And, and Drew's like, hey, man, you always need your stooges to help you. And so Damian makes an offer. He's like, hey, Finn's going to fight you tonight. And when Finn beats you, the Judgment Day is allowed to be ringside. If you beat Finn by any stretch of the imagination, ha, 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 Finn's like, God damn right, you I'll have the Judgment Day barred from ringside. So Drew's like, ha, all right, way to dig your own grave, Damian. I was like, ooh, this is getting spicy. You want to talk about more spicy? Dominic Mysterio's in the Judgment Day Playhouse. And guess who's there? Liv. Oh, my goodness. You want to talk about spicy? The Judgment Day Clubhouse was invaded by a Liv Morgan. We're continuing the shenanigans with her. And she's like, Dom, come on. You you like me. I like you. She pulls out a room key, says, meet me here. And, you want me to call you daddy. And I'm like, oh, my. Wow. And Dom's like, oh, no. And he has the card. And he throws it down. And he's like, oh, my gosh, a room key. So the room key is the big one for the night. Then we have the Puerto Rican parade with Damian and Zelina Vega celebrating. Then we have LWO with Braun because they have a big six-man tag team match tonight. Io Sky versus Lyra. This was a great match. I really had a lot of fun with this match. Io Sky got the win. I'm like, all right, let's get Io back on track. No offense to Lyra, but I want Io to get back on track because she's been slowly just losing it already. And after she got the win, damage control, they started attacking Lyra. Then here comes Carter and Chance for the save. So we're setting up something there. The Judgment Day's backstage, and it is a really great shot on Dom with Rhea's picture behind him, and it slowly pans out. It's Finn, it's JD, it's Carlito, and he has the card right there. And he's like, boys, we got some problems. And they're like, yeah, Liv gave me that card. She was here. And they all look around like, what? And he goes, yeah, I gave me the card to her room. And Carlito goes, that's cool. And they're like, no, not cool. He goes, oh, yeah, not cool. Oh, this card is causing so many problems. And the Miz is walking around backstage looking for R-Truth because R-Truth gets them in shenanigans. Sami Zayn's backstage and he runs into Maxine, Tozawa, and Otis. And he's telling them, like, hey, you guys can get away from that bully. You guys can rise above him. Like, you guys are worth it. You guys matter, especially you, Otis. And you hear the crowd, Otis. We're all chanting for Otis. And he tries to apologize. He says, I lost my temper out there. But Sami Zayn will face Otis later on. We get the Judgment Day backstage. The card is gone. The card is gone. They're like, where's it at? Because Damien's like, hey, what's up about this card I keep hearing about? He's like, right here. And he's like, there's nothing there. And he's like, where's the card? And they all look at each other. And me and my wife are like, oh, spicy. Where's the card? Ooh, I was like, what if they in Raw with somebody coming out of the room later on? But they don't. That would have been too spicy, I guess, for WWE TV right now. And, of course, we got a QR code on the show. Ludwig promo, calling out Sheamus and telling him that he's washed up. And Ludwig is number one, basically. And so we go to LWO versus Dominic Mysterio, JD, and Carlito, the Judgment Day. And LWO and Braun, they bring it. Dom, JD, Carlito, they bring it. This is just a fun match. And then Liv comes out to save. She just comes out, and then she lands on Dom. in this very whoa way, and Dom's like, oh my god, get her off me, and he's just like, what's going on? But this caused enough distraction for LWO and Braun to get the win. But this match was crazy. It was all over the place. We get Ilya Dragunov and Braun Breaker packages because they have a match tonight. Ilya Dragunov's backstage with Ricochet, and this is Ricochet's last Raw. Poor Ricochet. Then we have Damage Control backstage. Io just loses her shit. She goes, Damage Control needs to change. And she starts throwing shit around, even though she got the victory. Sami Zayn comes out, cuts a promo after. And, of course, here comes Chad and Alpha Academy to interrupt. And he says, I'm going to unleash Otis that needs to be unleashed. A vicious, malicious Otis. So we have Sami Zayn versus Otis. And Otis is trying. He's trying really hard. But Chad keeps getting in his way. He keeps distracting him. He's in the corner yelling at him. But that's how Sami Zayn gets the win. And, of course, Chad attacks first. And then he's trying to get Otis. And he keeps slapping him. And there was a moment where we thought Otis was going to finally beat up Chad after he dropped Sammy. But no, it was more of he's like, damn, I think we're just saving this for Clash at the Castle. And once he gets that pop, he's going to get that pop. It's going to, I'll talk about that in my picks and predictions. But Miz finally finds R-Truth because he's going to see Sonya and Natalya talking to each other. He's like, where's Truth? They're like, you think of it that way. And he comes out of this room. He's like, I got my fortune told. And he's like, what? He's like, yeah. And then he's like, yeah, I got us a match tonight. And this great fortune teller gave me this card. And here comes Scarlett. Scarlett's the fortune teller. So I was like, the final testament. So they're going to face AOP later on for those tag team championships. And he grabs the card. He looks at it. He goes, this is death. And he goes, because Miz got a card too. He's like, yeah, I got that one too. I was like, oh, God damn it, Miz. Oh, Miz. We got Jade and Bianca. They come out because they're going to come and watch Shayna and Zoe versus Fire and Dawn because they have that big triple threat match. But with Kathy interviews Fire and Dawn before the match, this match was okay. Shayna kind of lets loose. She kind of chokes one of them out to get the win. Then we get told that Cody's going to be on NXT. I was like, ooh, baby. And my match of the night is Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov. This was awesome, man. They went back and forth and battled. That crowd was with them. I was with them. Braun Breaker got the win, and he starts attacking Ilya Dragunov after. But here comes Ricochet to the rescue. So it's just like, okay, I feel like we're slowly coming down to it when we're going to write this dude off, and I'm very sad about that. But here comes Ricochet. Nothing happens. I'm like, oh, all right. Then the Judgment Day is backstage, and they're looking at that card, and there's this little piece in the middle of that table where it has Rey Mysterio's figure. It says Deadbeat Dad on it, which is a great touch to the scene and everything. But as they're like bringing their fists in, like, yeah, we can't let this distract us, Finn takes the card. Oh, Finn, what are you doing? Spicy, Finn. Then we get Drew McIntyre backstage. He's talking to Sheamus, and then he goes, hey, once I win that title, Sheamus like, I'm going after the Money in the Bank. But if we do fight again, it's going to be a banger after banger after banger. Then we have Kathy with the Final Testament. They really want to change the New Day over, especially Xavier Woods. So I'm interested to see where that story goes. Then we go into our World Tag Team Championship. The Awesome Truth versus AOP. Then the New Day comes out for a distraction, causes the Awesome Truth to win, and AOP are pissed. So, we're going to get some revenge next week on Monday Night Raw with this story. And now we've come down to it. Bye-bye, Ricochet. Ricochet's bringing Ilya Dragunov. They're in the back. And Braun spears Ilya and takes on Ricochet. They did the spot like Kevin Nash did to Rey Mysterio back in WCW Nitro days, where he just darted his head into the thing and lays his ass out on the car. Boom. And then of course, we have an ambulance and everything like that. And it was just a sad, like, damn, bye-bye, Ricochet. Wherever he goes, everybody's putting, now he's going to be on Wednesday nights and stuff like that. But Ricochet is off in the wind. He's riding off. Then we get a great shot of Samantha. She has that face of like, oh my God, what happened? Oh, she sees the thing. She runs back there and she goes with him in the ambulance, and Ricochet rides off, and we have written him off WWE TV. So good luck to you, Ricochet. Hopefully you come back one day, but you will be missed, and thank you for everything you've done. Now we have Drew McIntyre versus Finn Balor. No ring announcer. So Pat McAfee takes it upon himself to says sexy bastard Drew McIntyre is. Zero body fat for Finn Balor. And they have a hell of a match. And, of course, Drew McIntyre gets the win. But here comes Damian. Damian comes out, and that's how we end the show, face-to-face. Because they're going to have a battle at Clash at the Castle. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. That's why we're going to go into my, as of now, picks and predictions. And when I mean as of now, the matches I have on this, it's only 5 matches. Usually WWE runs with 6, but we shall see. But Clash at Castle 2024. And if you don't know about my picks and predictions, I pick the winners, and I kind of predict where they go afterwards. Does it stop there? Does it continue on? Anything like that? And I like being wrong. That means it's less predictable. So we go into the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. Jade, Bianca versus Zoe, Shayna versus Fire and Dawn. I'm picking Zoe and Shayna because I want something for this team. I really do. I think they deserve something. And Jade and Bianca, they don't need the titles. But I think Zoe and Shayna winning those championships would be really awesome. Fire and Dawn, I don't think they're there yet, but that's where I'm going. Then we can continue the feud with Shayna, Zoe, and Fire and Dawn, and maybe we could build something with Jade and Bianca. Maybe something happens to where they're like, hey, why'd you do that? Hey, why'd you do that? So we set up a feud there. Someone turns on somebody. The Intercontinental Championship is going to be a lot of emotions going here. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable. I picked Chad Gable for the win. Otis will turn on Chad, and we will be excited, but then we will be reintroduced to the new Alpha Academy, even if they don't call them that, but it will be the Creed brothers and Ivy, and they become a new stable. We're going to have Maxine get laid out by Ivy. We're going to have Tozawa be laid out. Otis is going to be laid out by the Creed brothers, and Chad will win the championship, and he will be this new reign of terror with his new group. That's my prediction. That's how we're ending that match, with Chad Gable finally getting his way, finally getting a championship in the company, and he's going to do it with his new Alpha Academy, and it's just getting heated up from there. Undisputed WWE Championship in an I Quit match. Cody Rhodes versus AJ Styles. Of course, I pick Cody Rhodes for the win, but we're going to probably get some surprises here. The Good Brothers are going to be outside the ring to probably cause some shenanigans. Who's going to come out to help Cody, though? Who? Arn Anderson? We shall see. There's going to be some surprises for this match, but I'm picking Cody. WWE Women's Championship. Bayley versus Piper. Bayley's going to get the win. Chelsea's going to try to help Piper, but it really ain't going to help. So I'm going with Bayley. Then we're going to just move on. I wish we would do more with Piper, but I think Piper's going to get a big pop when she's in her home country. World Heavyweight Championship. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. I'm picking Damian Priest. Me and the wife, we just got a feeling Punk is going to do something. Something to make Drew lose. Drew's going to lose his mind, and we can finally build CM Punk and Drew McIntyre for SummerSlam. That's what I'm thinking. But Drew ain't winning that title. I have a feeling, and I got a bigger feeling that Finn Balor's going to win that Money in the Bank, and we're going to get Finn Balor versus Damian Priest. I just got a feeling. I just got a feeling. So we shall see. Those are my picks and predictions. Tell me what you thought of the show. I give Raw a solid 5 out of 5. A lot of spiciness going on. Those are my picks and predictions. Tell me what you want to pick, what you're predicting for Clash at the Castle this Saturday. And drop those comments below. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, share your grandma, share the bum down at Walmart. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com/New World Podcast. Get yourself that sweet nWp logo created by Penta X. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life.
I told her to leave me alone, but she left me her hotel room key.
That's cool.
Le Chateau.
That's not cool. No.